Yo, what's up, It's your boy Davizzle, aka David. And today, I'm going to tell you about my hero's journey with the group home story. And basically, this is a quick overview of group home story and about how I went from pretty much becoming a skater and becoming a little bit wild in my childhood to getting in trouble with the law. And I was really a hopeless romantic. I really just wanted to be at school long enough to get the girl that I wanted. And I would keep getting in trouble. Every semester I would get sent to another school. So it was just impossible for me to stay at a school for a year. So I ended up going to the local juvenile hall in Alameda County for a while. I went back home and experienced home on probation or on ankle monitor. That's a whole other experience. Then I went back to the hall after that because of pretty much my behavior, criminal behavior, lifestyle. And then I got sent to San Jose. Boom. And in San Jose, I really got in touch with what it meant to be Mexican. Just put it like that. Then I got kicked out of San Jose, and I was in the hall for a while, and I went to Redding, California for a group home. And over there, Redding group home culture is very crazy and different, but there's some other group homes called Victor and Remy Vista. That's not the group home that I was at, but those group homes have very gnarly stories that should be told by the former staff and clients that worked there. Long story short, I ended up going to a house called Ranch House, and me and my best friend Ronald Williams, we was there. We was doing our thug dizzle. He ended up getting kicked out for fighting, and I was kind of involved in both the fights that he got in, but he was a little bit more of a hothead, so he just jumped into stuff. And one of the fights, it wasn't even no punches thrown, and in the other fight, it was kind of like a big allegedly, and then we had to wait until the police came, and somebody allegedly had a black eye that they might have gave themselves. I didn't see it. But long story short, when Ronald left the house, it was just me and all them other boys that I had problems with. So the worst possible thing in the world happens at this time when Ronald gets kicked out is that I turn 18. So now I'm in a house full of minors. I'm 18. We have problems. And now they know that if we fight, I could go to adult jail instead of go to juvenile hall. If I catch a new case, I go to adult jail. So, the climax of the story essentially is I end up getting into a fight with one of my little brothers. And he says something slick to me, I punch him in the ribs, and then he stops being able to breathe. And the police, they're called, and when they get there, the boy saves my life. He saves my freedom, and he says, that's my big brother, and he loves me, and we were just playing. And his name is Draven Thompson. He did that when he was 13, and he really saved my life. Just by not being a snitch, and I love you. I thank you for that, you know what I mean? And I'm out here trying to work on your presidential pardon myself, because you gave me a presidential pardon, man, and I appreciate you. And, Draven Thompson, man, that's one of my main characters. He has a very unique story. And, when I met him, he was, I think, 11, turning 12. Legally, I think that we needed 12 years old and up, but he was a special case because his mother had committed suicide. And I don't, not to just say the story, but he has a super gnarly story. That's how he ended up in Pelican Bay right now to this day. And hopefully we can get him out on a presidential pardon. And we can have him at a movie premiere, And I believe he'll be a changed man if he could get a presidential pardon and shake Joe Biden's hand, Joe Byron. And, so long story short, I ended up talking to the program director about how serious it is, and I was just like, I talked to him, and I started getting emotional. I'm just like, look, bro, I'm gonna go to jail for no reason, bro. I'm gonna go to adult jail, just living in this house, and he believed me and pretty much let me go. Also, I used to think God answered my prayers and just told my PO to just let me out when I turned 18, because I took a GED, and you know, they let me out before I passed or failed it. So I always wondered about that. But anyway, that's my overview of my story. I left out a large chunk of the love story, but there's a big love piece in there. There's actually girls in the group home who are very much involved in the story and character development. There's 2 girl houses in the group home, and there's a love interest named Aralisa, and you know, she really tried to get the main character on the straight and narrow, going to church and stuff. But the thing about Aralisa is she's a group home girl too, and her side of the street ain't necessarily the cleanest. So she has her own skeletons in her closet that come out for the main character to realize, like, dang, Aralisa's not all that either. You know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to all the Aralisas out there. It's a fictional name. Thank you guys so much. That's Group Home Story Overview. I will be working on the script and doing casting calls this year, 2020, 2023. We're looking to finish this film before the presidency is over so that Kamala Harris can watch it in the White House so we can represent for the youth of Alameda County. Thank you very much. God bless you.